Some facts sound so strange, so unbelievable, that your brain instantly says, that can't be true. But psychology and neuroscience prove otherwise. Today, we're exploring mind-blowing facts that sound impossible, yet are scientifically real. And once you hear them, you'll never look at your mind, emotions, or behavior the same way again. First up, your brain can't tell the difference between fear and excitement. I know, they feel completely different, but your brain processes them almost the same way. Both raise your heart rate. Both increase adrenaline. Both activate your alertness systems. Think about it, the physical sensations are nearly identical. That's why you can turn anxiety into confidence by simply changing the story you tell yourself. When your heart starts pounding before a presentation, instead of thinking, I'm so scared, try telling yourself, I'm so excited. Your body is just saying, something important is happening. Your mind is what decides whether it's a threat to be feared or a challenge to be conquered. Next, and this one sounds a little depressing, but your brain is more negative than positive. It's true. Your brain is naturally wired to focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. This is a well-documented phenomenon called the negativity bias. It's the reason one bad comment can completely overshadow 10 compliments. It's why one mistake from years ago can replay in your head on a loop. Why would our brains do this? Because our ancient ancestors survived by remembering danger, not by basking in happiness. Remembering the location of a predator was a lot more crucial for survival than remembering a beautiful sunset. The problem is that ancient survival system is still running in our modern world, even when the danger is just a mean email or a social media post. Have you ever felt completely exhausted after doing nothing all day but worry? That's not laziness. That's mental fatigue. Overthinking physically exhausts you. When you're stuck in a loop of anxious thoughts, your brain is in constant problem-solving mode. It's burning glucose, increasing the stress hormone cortisol, and draining your motivation, all without you moving a single muscle. Your brain doesn't care if the stress is from a real lion or an imagined scenario. The biological cost and the damage are the same. Mental exhaustion is just as real as physical exhaustion. Here is a fact that explains so much about our social lives. Being ignored hurts like physical pain. I don't mean that metaphorically. Brain scans show that social rejection, like being ignored, ghosted, or excluded from a group, activates the very same regions in the brain that light up when you experience physical pain. That's why being left out can feel so unbearable, even when you logically tell yourself to just get over it. Your brain can't just get over it because it interprets social connection as fundamental to survival. To our primitive brain, being cast out from the tribe meant certain death, so the pain is a powerful alarm signal. Now for a fact that shocks most people. Your brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar peace. Let that sink in. This is why people stay in toxic relationships, why they remain in unhealthy jobs they hate, and why they repeat the same harmful patterns over and over again. It's not because they enjoy the suffering. It's because the brain thinks, this pain is predictable. It's awful, but I know how to survive it. Growth, on the other hand, feels dangerous, not because it actually is, but because it's unfamiliar and unpredictable. The brain defaults to the known, even if the known is painful. Think you're a great multitasker? Think again. Multitasking doesn't make you productive. It actually lowers your intelligence temporarily. Studies show that juggling multiple tasks can reduce your effective IQ by up to 15 points. That's a cognitive drop similar to staying awake all night. Every single time you switch tasks, your brain has to disengage, reset its focus, and then re-engage. This process wastes mental energy, slows you down, and dramatically increases the number of mistakes you make. Single-minded focus isn't slow, it's powerful. This next one is crucial for understanding how our beliefs are formed. Your brain believes repetition more than it believes truth. If you hear something often enough, your brain starts to accept it as true, even if you know it's false. This is a cognitive shortcut called the illusory truth effect. It's why negative self-talk, when repeated daily, becomes your identity. It's why lies and misinformation spread online start to feel true after you've seen them a dozen times. And on the flip side, it's why affirmations and positive self-talk can genuinely build confidence. Your brain confuses familiarity with accuracy, so be incredibly careful what you repeat, especially the things you repeat to yourself. Ever notice how some people get visibly uncomfortable with silence? Silence triggers anxiety in many people because it removes their sense of control. When there's no conversation, they can't read you. They can't predict your next move. and they can't manipulate the situation with their words. Their brain panics in the face of this uncertainty. This is why people who are comfortable with silence often feel powerful. Their calm, silent presence communicates a level of self-assurance and control that doesn't rely on constant talking. They don't need to fill the space. Here as a fact that might change who you have lunch with tomorrow. Your brain literally changes based on who you spend time with. Your personality is not fixed in stone. Your habits, your language, your level of confidence, and even your emotional reactions slowly shift to match the people in your closest circle. This is called emotional contagion, and it happens through something called mirror neurons. Your environment is constantly training your brain, whether you realize it or not. If you surround yourself with anxious people, you'll become more anxious. If you surround yourself with ambitious people, you'll become more ambitious. And finally, let's talk about confidence. Confidence is learned, not inherited. It is not something you are born with. Confidence is built, brick by brick, through action, through small wins, through consistency, and through voluntarily facing discomfort. Your brain builds confidence only after it sees evidence of your competence, not before. You can't think your way into being confident. Action creates the belief, not the other way around. You have to give your brain the proof it needs. So what does all this mean? Your brain is incredibly powerful, but it's not always honest. It runs on ancient software that can misinterpret the modern world. Understanding how it works gives you control over your emotions, your habits, your relationships, and your decisions. The more you understand your own mind, the less it controls you. If any of these facts surprised you, comment below and tell me which one shocked you the most. And be sure to subscribe for more psychology that sounds impossible, but is 100% real. Thanks for watching.